Hi, sir.
Hello.
Thank you for this opportunity that let me interview you.
Sure.
Okay. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Michael Tang. I'm 51 years old, and I oversee a German company in Singapore as a regional managing director, overlooking 9 different countries for the last 26 years.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to ask some question for the
Mhm.
for this interview.
Mhm.
For the first question is, at what point is you decide your own career?
I decided what I want to pursue now. What I'm doing now is actually engineering. Uh, at the age of 22. Yep.
Okay. Um, who influenced your decision for this career?
Uh, Actually, it's my customer, not my parents, but my customer. I was actually before that I was selling handphones, mobile phones to a customer, and that customer actually his business was in the plastic injection engineering business, and he was trying to influence and encourage me to go into the engineering line.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the next question is, how early is your life, right? You decide for your career?
That was what I mentioned just now at the age of 22.
Okay. Now, what skill are necessary for your career?
Well, wow. Uh, First and foremost, you need a good, solid foundation in engineering background. I think physics is important for my field of work, engineering, plastic engineering. Physics is important. Uh, Chemistry is important. These two are the main science subjects that is important to pursue a course in engineering.
Oh,
Not so much of biology.
okay. How passionate is for you for this career path? Can you give an example? What was that?
Uh, Passion. My 26 years of uh, my life is dedicated on one company. That is the company I'm working for now. 26 years. I'm passionate about my job because every day, engineering is plastic engineering is something that you design and build, and every single mold that you design and build is different in its own way. There are no identical molds in plastic engineering.
Okay.
So every day I'm doing something different. It's not a monotonous kind of career in engineering. Every day you are faced with different kinds of obstacle and challenges.
Oh, okay. How does the market look like right now? Are there jobs for me after I graduate? How will the markets look like after 10 years?
Well, we are in Malaysia. Malaysia is a developing country. Southeast Asia is an emerging market. We have one of the largest population in a region in Southeast Asia, and the population in Southeast Asia, they are trying to improve on their living standard. Not like developed countries. A lot of developed countries now, they are all saturated already. Whereas in Southeast Asia, there's so much more room to grow because people are living longer, and people are having a better, improved lifestyle now. So when you take all this into consideration, engineering is the core whereby you start building buildings, engineering, building railways, building cars, designing plastic engineering molds for products, household products, consumer products. All these are related to engineering. So the market in Southeast Asia is still potentially growing. And you ask me about 10 years from now, it will still grow because there's Southeast Asia, I think, is a very vibrant market. We have different nationalities in Southeast Asia, so many different ethnics and races. You have Thai people, you have Filipinos, you have Indonesians, you have Malaysians, Singaporean, Vietnamese, Cambodians, and all of them are all emerging markets, except for Singapore. And emerging market, you don't reach a developed status as a country in 3, 5, 7 years. It's gradually improving. So 10 years, to me, Southeast Asia will still be developing for sure.
Oh, okay. So the next question is, what are the first and second-hand experience I should get if I want to pursue your career path?
First and second-hand experience. To me, what is important that after you have gone through your foundation foundation course, then you want to pursue engineering as a career. During the course of your studies, you should try to get to do internships in engineering companies to get a more practical feel of what you're going to do next time as a career. Internships are very, very important.
Oh, okay. Now, how physically demanding is your job?
Well, I fly every week. Okay. I fly every week. It's demanding, but in general, all jobs are demanding.
Yeah.
The most important thing is you love your job.
Yeah, true.
If you love your job, the physically strenuous kind of feeling you have, it won't be in your mind because you are passionate and you love your job well. And if it's something that your parents force you into doing, you won't love your job. And the physical part of the job will actually be your downfall of your health or your career.
You can't enjoy it. Then
No. You really have to enjoy your job to be able to withstand the physical pressure, the emotional pressure of the job.
So how many more physics courses were you taken after high school?
Well, for me it's different because when I was in Form 6, that is A level, it was like 30 over years ago. So it's different last time and now. You know, now academically you must have a good foundation in education. For me last time, it was due to unforeseen financial circumstances. I was not able to complete my university studies, and I had to come out to work after college. You know, but during the A levels, my favorite subject was physics.
How did your high school or university physics affect your decision for their career?
Well, I like mechanical nature of everything. Everything that needs to be tinkered, to be built, to build and make it work. All my life, I wanted to do something like this. Since when I was young, it was Lego. And then in the teenage time, it was building toys like Transformers and all that. All these are mechanical aspect of a thing you like to do. You know? So physics is really important for engineering.
How much physics do you use daily life?
Wow, I think everybody uses. Physics is like movement. Okay, I would say everyday life 100%. Walking itself is a physics already.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 100%.
Okay. Would you choose the same path if you had to choose again?
Of course. Of course.
Uh, what is physics for you? What do you like about it?
Like I mentioned just now, physics is like being able to see something that really works when you took a long time to build it. Like for me, when I design a plastic mold, the satisfaction I get is when the mold is loaded onto the machine for testing and the sample of the product comes up perfectly. That is my satisfaction.
Oh, okay. What is the difficult for your career path?
Difficulty in my career path. I think the most difficult thing in my career path was not being able to have the opportunity to pursue the actual engineering degree in a university because I did not get the opportunity to do it. So I learned the hard way by reading, by going to factories to learn the hard way, and I didn't have a strong foundation, which is very important now. I didn't have it, and I learned it the hard way.
What skill should a person develop that can work that can help in work?
It doesn't matter whether you're doing business, computer, engineering, medical profession or whatever. I think public relation skills are very important. Personal development skills are very important. It's how you are able to interpret and how you're able to portray yourself to your clients, to your subordinates, to your colleagues, to your bosses. I think that's very important. Personal development skills.
Oh, okay. Yes. The next question is like, will there any competitiveness in your career path?
Of course. Every field is competitive. You know, initiatives are very important. You got to try to create a personal niche for yourself because sometimes when you are an engineer, let's say you are in the construction structural engineering company, there may be few hundred engineers and all of you are the same. So you have to try to have the initiative to create a personal niche that you have this extra skill, okay, that your company will appreciate you more than the other engineers.
Oh, okay. Will you feel hard while beginning your career path?
Of course, it's difficult. Like I mentioned just now, I did not have a good foundation in engineering, and to go into engineering without a proper solid foundation, sometimes you don't understand what's the function and formula and the design part of the mold, you know. So sometimes I don't understand, and then it'll take me more time to sort of find out the right solution for my work.
Oh, okay. Do you think your career is stressful?
It is stressful at times. It is stressful, but as long as you love your job, you know, as long as you love your job, it helps on de-stressing what you're feeling.
The last question. Other than your career, your current career, what other career will you be interested?
No.
No. Okay.
I love my career so much, and I and I hope maybe to be in this line for another 10-15 years because I love my job so much.
Thank you so much
You're
that
welcome.
take out some time to have an interview with you.
Thank you.